Welcome to the TaiyangNews and SNEC Solar Leadership Conversations at SNEC 2024 in Shanghai. My name is Michael Schmela and I'm the Managing Director of TaiyangNews, all about solar. I'm very happy to have with me today Thomas Altmann, the EVP for Innovation and New Technology at ACWA Power. Thomas, great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. ACWA Power, many probably do know in the solar sector, is a Saudi-based developer, investor, co-owner, operator of a big portfolio of power plants, and they are in the sector active for 20 years. I think this year is their 20-year anniversary. Thomas, tell us a little bit about your company's solar business strategy and what are you doing here in China at SNEC?
Yes. Thank you for having us here at SNEC. And so ACWA Power is an owner, developer of power projects. And we originally started in Saudi Arabia 20 years ago with fossil power plants and desalination plants, but quickly shifted over to renewables, and our portfolio is now more than 50 gigawatts, and more than half of it is renewable energy. And we are also the largest private desalination company in the world. So we have the opportunity to combine solar batteries and desalination in the future to produce green water. So China is for us historically a very important partner. We started already 2 decades ago bringing Chinese technologies and Chinese contractors to Saudi Arabia, and we executed the largest projects in the world. If it's a combined cycle project, a solar project, a desalination project, we always worked with Chinese companies. So what we did in the last years, we adjusted our strategy. We went more upstream and engaged not only with the major government-owned companies and contractors, but also with startups and entrepreneurs and very technology-based companies in order to tap into new pools of ideas, of talent, of technologies, because we are a very innovation-driven company. Innovation is everywhere around in ACWA Power. It's in ACWA Power's people DNA, and we are very much built the company based on innovation and on disruptive innovation. And so it's extremely important for us to collaborate here in China with technology companies and with startups.
So what is this Partnership for Innovation Challenge?
Yes, we are very excited that we have partnered this year with SNEC and CBC to have an innovation challenge here. Innovation challenge is one form. It's also sometimes called prize competition. It's one form of tapping into resources, external resources and ideas. And of course, SNEC is probably the biggest solar event in the world. And in China, there's so much going on. So we are very excited that we had this opportunity here. And we got very good submissions of great ideas. And actually, in fact, tonight will be the award dinner where we will present the finalists. And I think we agreed that the final award will be next week in Munich because of travel constraints. And so this is for us, beside the internal innovation we are having already for a long time. We are now successfully launched last year actually to tap into external sources, and we have run several global and local initiatives on different technologies, hydrogen, desalination, batteries, and in solar. And that's just part of the way we interact with the innovation ecosystem, locally and globally.
Okay, so you're the EVP for Innovation. That's an interesting position for a developer. You would think that's a typical position for a startup or a manufacturer, but here you are as a developer. So and at the same time you are having an R&D collaboration with China. So just can you shine some light on this?
Yeah. See, we innovated the business model. We are not copying what everybody else is doing, and we felt we need to be more active on the innovation side and on the technical side. We have, as far we know, the largest technical departments from all developers we know, and we are developing our projects in a slightly different way. We put a lot more emphasis on the technical solution before we submit the bid. And this was one of the success stories of ACWA Power in the 20 years to grow to a $70+ billion company from 3 people. And it was always very heavy on the technology innovation, more risk appetite, and more open to challenges. This is the part of the business model. Sorry, what was the second part?
No, so what's behind the R&D collaboration?
Yeah.
Huh?
See, we started in the traditional model with working with EPC contractors, and we found that the solutions we get during a bid process are too standard, and we were always looking for pushing the limits and looking for extravagant solutions. So we increased our technical team, and we challenged the EPC bids already in the bid phase. We found a lot of areas of improvements. We were able to get closer to reality with removing some of these risk buffers, which are usually in the EPC bids. And this was the starting point of thinking not only negotiating and pushing developers, but also coming up with innovative solutions and try to deploy them in our bids. This has grown over the years, ended up in a function within ACWA Power, Innovation and New Technology, where we are not only now reaching out to the EPC contractors and challenging the bids, but also we moved upstream and engaging with startups and engaging with universities. We are fully interactive with the innovation ecosystem, also with the government side. We are talking to risk capital provider, and so we have now a big step into this world where we can tap into new technologies in the early stage and screen it and see which of the technologies are scalable, and we can help in a very important part of this development change. When startups reach a certain TRL, there's the so-called valley of death, where they need a bridge financing or they need some support. So we are stepping in and help. Our business model is not to invest in a company. Our business model is to help them to overcome this gap and to help them in the development of the technology. And in return, if successful, we get exclusivity for a period of time to use it.
Okay, very interesting. So you have been awarded as a member of the GOI, the Group Open Innovation Program by Shanghai Pudong New Area Government. That's a great achievement. So you would not necessarily think that a company from outside China would get something like that. So explain us, please.
Well, we are extremely honored and pleased and honored to be a member of GOI. And it's for us a testament that our long relationship with China, that we have been recognized bringing a lot of value to Chinese companies. This is for us, this coincides with our opening of our R&D center in Shanghai, which we will now boost to become a significant player in the Shanghai Innovation Hub. And this GOI membership is for us a gateway and a test, a launchpad for collaborating with Chinese companies. We are now more visible and more recognized, and we can now play at a different league with these companies to collaborate with the top Chinese, top 100 companies to develop world-class technologies. And we are just started here, and we are extremely happy that we are in this situation now.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about your work with the key Chinese players to build technologies and products suitable for the Arabian climatic conditions. In the end, you're a Saudi company, so maybe you can also give some details.
Yeah, that's a good question. What we found is that China's manufacturers are basically global players. They supply from Latin America to South Africa, Germany, and Saudi Arabia. But the climate conditions in these countries are very different. And as a developer, we are, as we say, we push the limits and we challenge these manufacturers and say we want a customized Middle East module. We don't want the Germany module. And so we are providing the conditions and the basis of the collaboration. And we signed only last year more than 10 MOUs with the key suppliers, the top 3 solar, the top 2 batteries, etc., and hydrogen. And what we are telling them is we don't want to talk to the sales department. I want to talk to the R&D department. I want to define with them what our requirements are. I want from them a customized module. We will test it in Saudi Arabia. We will give them the data. They will do further optimization until we have reached a status where we can get extra generation out of the module because of the consideration of the climate conditions. And again, this collaboration is based on we help each other, we have some exclusivity for a while, and we can create value for us and for the kingdom.
Wonderful. And how was this received actually so here? Because it's not very typical. It's also very
First they were surprised, which is okay. But then they realized that it's an opportunity because Saudi Arabia is not a customer for a gigawatt. We're talking about 100 gigawatts, just our scope is 100 gigawatt in a few years. So one production line in Longji or in Chinku is probably 5 gigawatt. So 100 gigawatt is a big number. And so it's, I think maybe smart people thought before about that, but they didn't have the volume. So we come back with the idea and the volume to make it happen. And so after quite some interaction, we signed the MOUs. And we are on the same page, and we are going for customization.
Great. I think that's you're doing the industry a great service. And thank you very much, Thomas.
Thank you. It was great to be here. Thanks.